Well, 2024 has certainly come and gone very quickly, especially the last couple of months. I have wanted on many occasions to sit down and create the next episode for you, whatever that would be about, and I just haven't had the time. It's been a good time. It's been a good time to be a family man. We've had a lot of positive news as a family, but in terms of fitness updates, even my own workouts have fallen way off. And so then the idea of actually being able to edit a video and bring it to you is just not happening. I want to try to get this posted before 2024 ends. I want to have one more video. I am recording it at 10 a.m. on December 31st. So we'll see. If you're looking on YouTube, check the little upload date and see if I made it. But let's see what we can do. This is going to be very simple, very straightforward. Pretty much visually, it's going to be the most uninteresting episode I have. It's going to be me sitting here talking to you. But I've got my tea and I've got my Chobani Flip yogurt. Let's get started. Okay, now, I didn't have any specific plans for a particular end of the year message. I was a little bummed that I have not already brought you up to date on my fitness pursuits, at least up to my birthday in September. We'll just have to get to that stuff in the new year. But a couple of days ago, I saw a post on Facebook that got me thinking, and I decided yesterday I want to reach out to my audience. It's not very expansive, but maybe someday. I want to reach out to my audience with some thoughts that I have on this topic. The post was basically, without being able to find it again and quote it, the post was basically moaning. It was a gym goer moaning about the fact that we're about to hit the New Year's resolutions bump. And this happens every year. I've seen it at the gyms I go to. Have gone to over the past 14 years. The new year hits, and there's always a large crowd of people who have decided, I want to get fit in the coming year. And there are people out there who will be showing up tomorrow to get fit or lose weight or whatever in 2025. And what happens every year is that after a few weeks of massive crowds, and the 5 p.m. just after work crowd is just, the gym is just packed out. It starts to taper off. I don't recall the precise statistic, but somewhere around mid-February to late February, nearly 75 to 80% of those people will have already decided no. Maybe not even consciously decided, maybe just kind of given up. They haven't made it a habit. They didn't really have the drive. They were riding on the enthusiasm and emotion that comes with a new year. And I do that. I have a lot of resolutions that start, and I go, this year, come on, Brian, this year. And then they taper off. And then I get discouraged by how much they've tapered off. And I think, okay, I lose enthusiasm for any given resolution that goes through this cycle. And then by March, we're practically down to where we were before. It's almost a 100% drop-off, almost. And yeah, so this one guy was complaining that the bump was coming because if you are a gym regular, if you've been going all year, you do. I'm not going to totally come down hard on this guy, but you get into a mindset of, here's the level of attendance. Here are the spikes in attendance in terms of 5 p.m., 6 p.m. when people get off work, or 6 or 7 a.m. before they go to work, or the lunch break crowd. Here's how I avoid the really busy times if I'm not into people. I go at 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. For two reasons. One, it's easier to bring my camera and not get in anyone's way. I have no desire to generate a complaint or to make anyone uncomfortable. But the other reason is then the kids are in bed and I'm not taking away from family time. It's a convenient time to go that isn't it isn't disrupting any time we might be able to have here at home. Okay. I'm already losing my train of thought. We get into it. That's it. We get into a rut, and then this bump hits in January, and it throws it all off. And there's a certain amount of annoyance, even with everything I'm about to say. I understand the feeling. I have two thoughts that I want to share with you today. Now, the first one goes out to those of you who may be about to join the bump. You are sitting there and you are looking at 2025. You're looking at your own body going, I want to do this with it. I want to lose weight. I want to gain muscle. If you're like I was in high school and college, you've passed by the workout magazine racks and you've looked at the guys on the covers, although they barely publish anything anymore. You're browsing the website and you go through bodybuilding.com or something, you see these people and you go, yes, that's what I want, and you've decided 2025 is your year. I want to encourage you to go do it. Go get started. And then once you're started, keep going. Find a way to make it a habit. I can testify. I for all my inconsistencies, all my faults, all the things I'm not doing right about getting in better shape, for as long as it has taken to barely move the needle over the past 10 years, I'm still here because I remember the good feeling. From 2011 to 2012, when I lost 70 pounds, and how much better I still feel. I still feel younger than I did when I was 36 and 280 pounds. It's been 14 years. I'm starting to get some, joint pain and toothache and other old age signs. I still feel better, though, than I did when I was 281 pounds. It's part of why I'm enthusiastic about making my documentary. I want more men to feel what I got to feel. Whether they're fat and need to lose weight, or maybe they're skinny. If you're a skinny person, you don't have the risk of obesity-related diseases, of course. But you do have other problems. One of them is just a general weakness. And it's a sign that you're not, you really aren't exercising your body. When you exercise your muscles, you also get the other systems working. The whole body does work together. We can identify, that there's the respiratory system and the circulatory system, but those systems are all united. And when you work one, you do affect the others. When you boost one, when you improve on one, you help the others improve as well. They all work together. So, even a skinny person can have ailments because they aren't out there doing the work. You don't have to be the bodybuilder. You don't have to aim for being the bodybuilder, but do something. And so, yes, if you've got it in your head to join a gym, or if you've had a membership and you've basically just been paying them for the last 10 months to not go in, you've been sending them your money monthly, start making good use of it. I really, really encourage that. You get one body. I wish I had taken it dead serious in college when I first looked at a workout magazine and said, yes, I like that look. I'd love to get rid of this belly and have it on myself. I don't know if I've mentioned him. There was one guy, 1 year at college, I was on a hall with a guy named Joe Valerio, and I remember, like, every time he passed by, just looking at his arms and going, I want arms like that. And I've already talked about it. Go way back to episode 1, maybe episode 2 also. I think episode 1. I spent a lot of years just wishing, and wishing gets you nowhere. So if it's on your mind, to get in better shape in 2025. Do it. If you can afford a gym membership, if there's one nearby, do it. If you can't, see if you can find. My Facebook feed is full of ads right now for the new year. Get this set of dumbbells. Get this set of this or that. Find some. I would recommend dumbbells. If you can't get a gym, some dumbbells at home. And the ad I'm seeing all around is for these the ones where you just kind of twist a lock and pull up, and the right amount of weight comes with it, so you can go 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds. You don't have to have 8 different dumbbells. You have one set, you turn a dial, and boom, suddenly it weighs more. I'm kind of interested in that idea, actually, if I ever find myself flush with extra cash, or if a fan wants to spare $60. But find something. If you can't afford that, get out and do some running, jogging. If you're really fat, start with slow walking. Calisthenics, body weight workouts. I've got episodes introducing you to those ideas. And maybe I'll do a full training video somewhere. Maybe I'll do a full instructional video. It's too late for that now. For the first bit of 2025, I can't help you. All I can do right now is encourage you. Do it. And then stay with it. I need to do a video on motivation too. But for now, I'll just say it will take a while. It's a long-term thing. One of the things you see on inspirational gym posters, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It takes a few weeks to start to see any indicator that you've been working out. It takes a couple months for you to be able to look in the mirror and go, oh, this is working. But just do it. Find friends who know what they're talking about. Learn from them. I've got a few videos on here that I think will help. I would do nothing to discourage someone from getting it into their head that it's time to improve his fitness. And to say that I would do nothing to discourage that is to bring me to my second point, or actually my second audience. My first audience is those of you who are out of shape and considering it. My second audience is anyone who does go to the gym. They are fit. They've got years of experience under their belt. They could whip off the shirt and prove it. And your attitude is, oh no, here come the new people. I'm going to go right to it. Shame on you. Why would you do anything to discourage someone from trying? And you may be thinking, well, they're just going to give up in 2 months. Maybe not. Maybe if you had a better attitude, they wouldn't just give up. Maybe if you had a smile when you saw that new person, maybe you come in at 5 and maybe in your head you're going, oh no. Every machine here has 2 people waiting for it. I can't wait for March. Okay. On the outside, smile. Look at them all. I'm sorry. This is hitting. I was never discouraged by a person with that attitude. I was discouraged by my own fear because back then, we're in a very digital era now, but back then it was brochures. And the brochure for any gym, advertising any gym in my area, always featured young, attractive, fit guys and women, but men and women. And I thought, I'm 280 pounds. I don't want to go to a gym. I'll be this tub of lard surrounded by all these beautiful people. Or there'll be big guys and they'll laugh at me. Turned out to be absolutely not true, at least in my area. I have heard online over the past few years in talking to people, 1 or 2 horror stories. Yeah, I went to a gym in my area and it was all bodybuilders and powerlifters, and I could see them smirking at me. Shame on those people too, by the way. But it turned out to be not my experience at all. I went to the gym. It's full of ordinary people, some of them like me, and just doing their thing. I even made some friends. I've introduced you to at least one, Jay, right here on this channel. And where was I going? I'm sorry. I'm just kind of boggled at the idea that anyone would discourage somebody else from trying to improve himself. So yeah, go into that gym on January 1st, January 2nd. And even if I can't change your internal thoughts, and I even understand them. I don't like going to the gym and discovering that for some reason, here it's 11 p.m. on a Wednesday, and for some reason 24 people are there, and the weight bench I want is occupied. There's too many people for me to set up my camera and film. I would feel unethical doing that. So, okay, it just kind of bums my night. But they are there trying to do something. They are already a step ahead of the people who will sit on their couches for the rest of their lives. The person who's at the gym for the next 2 months, in your way, is there for 2 months more than a lot of other people will ever be in a gym. And maybe they will actually make it a lifestyle if someone with experience like you takes the time to befriend them. That kind of leads to a side topic. I've seen a lot more online of people complaining about those who want to socialize at the gym. We've become a very isolated society. You look at footage of pumping iron and almost anything from the 80s and 90s. Gyms were part of social life. I don't mean like dating social life. I mean socializing. You'd go and you'd get to know people, and the next time you walked in the gym, you'd see them and you'd wave and you'd go over and you'd have a short conversation. If they're in the middle of their workout, yeah, you'd respect that and keep it short. But nowadays, so many guys are online complaining about anyone who even wants to say hi to them. I got my earbuds in, I want to focus. Don't talk to me. I just despise that attitude. During a set, yes, you go up to those weights, please don't talk to me, got to focus on this, mind over matter, etc. You set them down. When you're breathing and coming down from that, be friendly. Kind of rambled a little, but to that second group where you just loathe the next 2 months at your gym, get over yourself. Remember that at one point you were new, and maybe if you wouldn't be such a jerk about it, more people would be getting fit too. With America's obesity epidemic, health problems, the whole body positivity movement, we need more men. The women need it too, but as I've said before, I'm a man. This is a channel for men. Anybody can watch on YouTube. I can't stop them, but it is focused on men's health and fitness. We need more men who are fit, who are into fitness, who know what they're doing. They're strong, they're capable, they've got their diet nailed, they've got their workout nailed, they are achieving great things physically. We need more of them to come alongside the newcomers and say, welcome, I hope you stay. For everyone who's been with me this whole time, this is the 6-year mark. We're going into year 7. I will eventually have the videos that cover September through December of 2024 and on into the new year, and so many other fun things to go. So long as the video camera and the computer work and life is good, I will keep posting, and I will keep attempting in my own life to create a body that has all of you going, wow. Happy New Year, and see you next time on A Body in Progress.